Now, we all know that short sellers, especially those manipulative short sellers, are toxic for the market. But you may have also seen screenshots on Twitter where these hedge funds are regularly destroyed and liquidated by retail investors, especially in the small cap market, being squeezed and often soon after being added to Biotech Moose's wall of bankrupt hedge funds. Over even just the last few weeks and few months, we've seen tons of stocks run not just 20% or 50%, not just 100% or 200%, but 1,000% plus. And in this video, I wanted to go through some of those today, the best short squeezes of 2024, and also explain what makes the Millionaire Mindset Trading Group different from other groups out there. Now let's dive straight in with the key information. So, we can see through 2024, we've seen tons of stocks run 700%, run 1,000%, run 2,000%, and even run 3,000%. Many of these being picked up and alerted in the Millionaire Mindset Trading Group. So the first one I want to go through is the biggest short squeeze of 2024 on TNON. We can see on the 12th of September, it ran up to around $10 per share from $3 per share, cooled off for most of the day, and then in the morning of the 13th of September, it absolutely exploded. Past $20, past $40, past $80, past $100, all the way to $134 per share. Now, I actually made a video on TNON back in September going through this massive short squeeze, as I think it's great preparation for the AMC squeeze, especially if you look at it on a second by second or on a 15-second chart. On that 15-second chart, you can see how the price jumps up, it trades sideways or it dips quite significantly, but then it teleports up to the next price level when the next hedge fund gets liquidated. It then trades sideways again, it dips a bit more and then explodes upwards higher when another hedge fund goes under. But what you might not know is this massive short squeeze was called and alerted in the Millionaire Mindset Trading Group. I told the group that I was watching TNON and I had my price alert set at $9.50 and $10.62, waiting and ready for that breakout. Super Noodle actually made $50,000 on his first day in the group when he traded this massive move from $9 to $126 per share. Now, the second biggest short squeeze of 2024 was on the stock HOLO, or Micro Cloud Hologram Incorporated. This is a stock you've definitely seen all over Twitter. You've seen tons of mentions and tons of speak of the stock, and you've probably seen tons of screenshots as well. I don't really need to go through HOLO any further, but it was a massive short squeeze which ran 3,000% or 30x from its first position. It ran from $1.59 up over $50 per share. Nukk, or Nukk, or Nucleus Incorporated, was also another massive short squeeze that actually happened just a few days ago on the 17th of December. Again, this was another one that I alerted in the Millionaire Mindset Trading Group. Nukk, or Nucleus, was a brilliant short squeeze because it wasn't one that happened over the space of just a few minutes. It actually happened over the space of a few days, steadily grinding higher and higher and higher and higher until it reached well over $50 per share. We can see as I continue zooming out, over the first day, over the second day, and over the third day, it reached all the way over $77 per share, starting from just $2.50 per share. This was great because even if you missed the first breakout, or the second breakout, or the third breakout, or the fourth breakout, you could still jump in at any point and have made profits. This was a massive short squeeze because the shorts did the wrong thing, just like they've done with GameStop and AMC, by doubling down time and time again. When they saw Nukk, or Nucleus, pushing up to $3.86 and then pulling back, they shorted more shares. Then, of course, when it broke out and ran to $5.86 and pulled back, they tried shorting more shares, hoping to push the stock down. At that point, things started getting crazy. We saw a few hedge funds and a few large traders being liquidated as the stock ran to $12.50 per share, and then further to $17 per share, where the shorts once again tried shorting more. They tried and of course once again failed, because on the 18th of December when the market opened, Nukk quickly ran to around $34 per share, cooled off a bit before another hedge fund was liquidated, pushing it to $70 per share and above. ATNF was another big one that ran over 1000%, that again was also called in the Millionaire Mindset Trading Group. You can see I alerted the group saying that ATNF had just released news and that it looked like it was trying to come back up for the $4.40 breakout still here in the pre-market. It then of course got the $4.40 breakout, I alerted the group, and continued running higher and higher and higher up to nearly $19 per share from just $4 per share. Dildozer got in and made a quick $5,000. Arif also got in and also made a few $1,000s on his trade as well. Again, this was another brilliant one where even if you missed the first breakout, you could still get in for the second breakout or the third breakout, still making solid profits. And again, it's another one where the shorts made a mistake, shorting more shares at $4.40, trying to push the price down until it reversed on them, pushing up to $8, where they tried shorting more until they ended up being liquidated and squeezed and destroyed all the way to $19 per share. Also guys, if you haven't yet joined and you do want to get in on some of these massive short squeezes, be sure to join the Millionaire Mindset Trading Group using the link in the description below. The December sale is also now on, our biggest ever sale, where you can currently get $150 off the price of the lifetime membership or 50% off your first month of the monthly membership. Just use code Christmas, all in capitals, at the checkout. You guys know that I started the Millionaire Mindset Trading Group around this time last year as a way for people to make extra money on the side, to either buy more AMC and GameStop shares, or to pay down some existing debt, or to make some extra money on the side for a loved one or for a gift. Since then, it's turned into a group and a community with over 750 members, where we discuss stocks like AMC and GameStop, where we discuss these short squeezes and these fast-moving small cap stocks, and where we even discuss options and the overall market as a whole. There's also not just these small cap short squeezes, because there's also options trades and longer term trades as well. And again, another one that we saw in just the last few days happened on the 19th of December with PRFX, which ran from under $2 per share to over $16 per share for a 640% gain. Another one of the massive ones that we saw this year was DRUG, or drug, which ran from around $2 per share, and it ran higher and higher and higher all the way to around $51 per share from $2 per share for a 2000% gain, or a 20x gain. Again, that was another great slow burner that got the breakout, got the second breakout, the third breakout, and the fourth breakout, and pushed higher and higher and higher every time. So we can see that even though GameStop and AMC haven't squeezed yet, these massive short squeezes do happen very regularly. They're not a myth. It's not that they don't exist. It's just that AMC and GameStop haven't squeezed yet. And in fact, you can see from this list, which is in American date format, that these short squeezes happen every single month. There's short squeezes happening in December, short squeezes happening in November, in October, in September, and in every month of the year. Now let's also talk about what makes the Millionaire Mindset Trading Group different from other groups out there. With lots of other groups, you'll often see charts that look like this, with a very quick run up, a very quick dump that continues selling off hour after hour after hour. Now there's a very specific reason for that, and it's because these stocks often have no volume beforehand or very little volume, and no reason for the stock to run, no urgent news being released, and it's because it's a pump and dump. It's where the owner or the owners buy the stock beforehand, they tell some of their close friends to also buy as well, and then alert it just to their group, where the group buys in, pumping the price up. And of course, when the group has finished buying, there's no catalyst or nothing to push the price higher, and the shorts jump on after finding the stock with their scanners, pushing the price down, waiting for the group to panic sell where they can close out of their short positions. It's often only the owner or the owners and their close friends and anyone in the group that's very, very quick sat at their computer waiting for the alert that can get in and out with a profit while the rest of the group is left holding the bag. You can see with the volume bars, there's almost zero volume whatsoever in the previous few hours and previous few days. Then the group jumps in and gets scared out. And then there's often no volume after either because there's no catalyst causing the stock to move up or down. Whereas the stocks that are traded in the Millionaire Mindset Trading Group, like NUKK, have tons and tons of volume, and there's a real catalyst causing the stock to move, which is breaking news. With NUKK, they released news that they were buying another business to massively increase their growth, which obviously thousands or tens of thousands of other traders and investors all saw and all started trading the stock. So there was millions of volume being traded or millions of shares being traded, which caused the short squeeze. Obviously, these massive 3,000% gainers aren't typical. They do happen every month, but they don't happen every day. But something I never do in the group is pump and dumps. I only ever trade these stocks releasing news every single day. I don't ever and won't ever trade pump and dumps. I only trade the stocks with the highest volume where there's thousands of people trading it all at the same time. Because this way, at least you're not getting stuck in stocks like this that pop up for a minute or two and then die off forever. You're trading stocks like this that tend to go up and up and up, especially when they release good news and especially when the stock enters a short squeeze. Now, I also thought I'd talk more specifically about AMC and GameStop, and I've seen something all over Twitter, all over YouTube, and all over social media, specifically bashing AMC and Adam Aaron. All of these shills for months now have been bashing Adam Aaron for diluting AMC. Of course, AMC has diluted the stock with $3.4 billion worth of shares. That is a lot of money, but it's allowed AMC to pay down debt. But more specifically, what I find is these shills bash Adam Aaron for diluting AMC, but they never bash Ryan Cohen for diluting GameStop. And what's interesting is that even though AMC has diluted with $3.4 billion worth, GameStop has actually diluted with $5.1 billion worth. Ryan Cohen has diluted GameStop with almost twice as much that Adam Aaron has diluted AMC with, but the shorts never seem to mention that. The shorts and the shills are always telling us how bad Adam Aaron is for diluting and how the AMC price has fallen because of dilution and nothing else, whereas GameStop has been diluted even more. If the reason the stock was falling was because of dilution, surely GameStop should have fallen even more than AMC with double the amount of dilution, but it hasn't. Of course, the real reason for the price drops in both AMC and GameStop is because of the unrelentless short attacks that we've seen for the last few years now. And finally, guys, if you haven't already, be sure to join the Millionaire Mindset Trading Group using the discount code Christmas, all in capitals, at the checkout, using the link in the description below. So guys, be sure to let me know what you think down in the comments below. And as always, guys, be sure to ding that notification bell, because that way you'll be alerted when I upload a new video. Cheers.